Hi guys, for today's tutorial we'll be doing a bracelet with a 4-strand round braid. Watch through because this braid is well worth learning. It's not just good for bracelets, you can use it for all kinds of other paracord projects too. So this is going to require 2 pieces of paracord, and each of these pieces is 1 meter long or around about 40 inches. And I'm just going to start by taking one of my pieces, and I've already found the center here, and I just want to form a loop just like this. So this strand that runs across to the right is over the strand that runs to the left. Then I want to take my other piece of paracord and feed it down through that loop and take it down until I find the center. So to find the center, you just line up both of those edges and the other side should be centered. Now when you have this, I want to take this right strand, the back strand off to the right, and this front strand here off to the left, but still keep it in between these 2 red strands. Now I want to take the very left and place it into the center of these 2, and then I'm going to take this one and place it into the center here. So that's our braid started off, and if you need to here, we can adjust this loop size by just pulling on this very right hand strand. So get this loop to about 1 centimeter or so, which is 1/2 inch. And now we can start our braiding pattern. So the way this braid works is we take our very right hand strand, we're going to come behind everything up through this gap here, then around the front and down in between these 2 strands. So it'll go like that. And then we do the exact same process but on the left hand side. So we'll take the very left strand, and that will go up in between these strands and down in between these 2. So it'll come around the back and then in between those 2. And then you would work with your very right hand strand. Again, it's the exact same process. It comes up in between here and then around the front and down in between here. And then you would repeat that on the left hand side. This one will go around the back, up in between these 2, and then around the front and in between the very left hand strands. And of course you wouldn't be doing it as loosely as I'm doing it now. You want to keep tension on the braid as you're braiding, so what I like to do is just pinch them here near the top, and as I'm braiding just pull tension on these 2 strands here with your little finger and ring finger as you're moving along. So it would look a little bit more like that. It's the exact same thing. Obviously this is a little bit more obscured with my fingers in the way. So you keep on braiding the same sort of pattern all the way down. And the last thing is that you want to try and keep these strands running all directly in a straight line. You don't want to have them start to spiral around your braid. Okay, so get this to the length you like and I'll show you how to finish this braid off. Once we've braided down to the desired length, we just want to flip the piece over and we want to get the colours lying opposite each other. And you'll notice that two strands are going to be above, like these two, and two strands are going to be below. These two strands that are above just form two loops. And then with the opposite strands, you want to go above one loop and then under the other. And the same with the other side, above one loop and then under the other. And then we can just draw that together. And you should notice that you have a square shape here at the top. So once you have this nice square shape here at the top, we're going to take each strand around its own coloured strand's leg. So this red will go around the red strand here, and it's going to go under this green one and then up through this centre here. So it's going to go around the red, under the green, and up through the centre. And we'll do the same with the next strand across. It will go around the green leg, under this red that comes out, and then we're going to take it up through this centre part here. So go around the green, under the red, up through the centre. And again we will do the same with the next leg across. It'll go around its own colour, which is red, underneath this green one here, and then up through that centre. So around its own colour, under the green, up through the centre. And then we'll do the same with the last one, which looks a little bit messy, but we should be able to follow. Around its own coloured leg, which is this green, underneath the red, and then up through that centre. And then you can pull it tight. So once we have this foot rope knot tied, we need to get it to rest against the edge of the braid here. So just pick one of the legs that is exiting this braid. I'm going to start here with the red, and then just pull some slack through until this knot sits up against the braid. So I'll pull that all the way through, and then we pull the slack through the rest of the knot. And then we will pick another one of our legs and repeat the process. So just pull the slack through all the way through the knot. And then repeat it with the remaining two legs and tighten the knot right up. So once we've pulled this slack out so it sits up against the braid and the knot is nice and tight, we just need to cut off these excess pieces here. So grab a pair of scissors and cut them off, and then we can just singe the excess pieces with a lighter. and then just press it flat with the edge, and then that should be your bracelet finished. Please share this video because that allows me to keep creating content for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.